Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, watch collectors, and children of all ages, welcome to the program, welcome to the show. This is Mark Vlogs Watches, and I am your host, Mark Goldberg. Before we go any further and jump into the meat and potatoes of this video, I think we should go ahead and get the quick fist watch out of the way. And here it is. That's right, I'm not wearing anything right now on either wrist. Can you believe it? And the reason for that is I have for you what I believe will be the very first unboxing of the Cartier Santos large with the date and green dial here on YouTube. And if I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. Before we get started, let me just mention the following fact. The Cartier Santos, I'm not going to go into the history. I'm bored with the history of dirigibles and Louis Cartier and so forth. But let me just say it's a classic watch, has over 100 years of history. And what you guys got to know about Cartier, this you might not realize is, Cartier was the first sports watch. Cartier was the first aviation watch. But more importantly, Cartier was the first wristwatch. So there's an awful lot of history with this brand. Okay, so the Santos large with the date in green. There's the white, there has been the blue. Those ones have been out for years, and the green is new, and ADs are getting them today. The first set of them are hitting today, which is why I wanted to rush this video out. I'm going to unbox it, give you some first impressions. Then we will call it a day. Once again, thank you for joining me. Give me a sec. We're going to turn this camera around and look at this red box. It says Cartier. Well, here is the box in all her glory. That is a very particular box. And that's not a snap, that's actually a push button. So let's go ahead and get it out. Move all that other extra nonsense out the way. Give me a segundo. We will open this. I'm doing it one-handed. Tripod-less. Okay, got it unbuttoned. Let me go ahead and do the deed. Da-da-da-da. That's going to be anticlimactic until I can find the right bit of sunlight, because here is the curious, I'm going to have to get it out of there for you guys. The curious and interesting thing about the Cartier Santos green is it is not green in every light. Now, I'll tell you what my eyes are seeing here. I'm seeing charcoal gray. What about you? Let me just move it around and manipulate it into the light until, aha, the green begins to emerge. Man, it is a little difficult. I gotta say, it is a little difficult capturing this. It is a dark green sunburst. Oh boy, it's very shiny. I don't think there is anti-reflective coating on there. And of course, every single surface of this is shiny. By the way, just look at these beautiful, cool beveled edges. The spinel. It's got 100 meters of water resistance, even though it is a push-in crown, so that means it is well gasketed. I'm just gonna turn and just move with the light until I see it. Can I get this green? In the event that the green just won't show, and I think it might not, oh, there she is. But in the event it doesn't render really well on camera, I'll just paste in a couple pictures here so you can see her better. Well, here we are finally having a better look. And you can see the emerald green here. It's really quite attractive. I think the challenging thing is, depending on the light, this looks either kind of black or charcoal gray. But clearly, when you get into the correct light, it is a beautiful green. I happen to like that, which the subtlety of this dial works for me. And actually, if you're familiar with the Santos in blue, you'll understand that the blue is going to look black in a whole lot of light. So it just really has to do with what kind of light you are in. But when you catch it in just the right light, this green is certainly mesmerizing. I will show you more pictures of it in its full glory towards the end of this video. Things to know about this is it comes with, let's put it back in the box, and we'll pull the little tabs. Okay, I've pulled the little tabs, and here you get a better look at the This is alligator skin, actual alligator. It is green. Comes with a clasp, Cartier clasp, and it is adjustable on the fly. It would be just beautiful. That green dial on this green alligator skin strap, it would be just beautiful, but I can tell you I am not a big fan of any form of bracelet. Rather, excuse me, I'm not a form of, I'll spit it out. I am not a fan of any form of strap, even though that's a beautiful one. So I'm gonna put it away and keep it in pristine condition. What I'm a big fan of is this bracelet and the butterfly clasp. I only have one half of it closed up right now. Also, each individual link pops out with a spring bar that is retained in the bracelet, so you will never lose a spring bar, but just your fingernail, you can change the size of the bracelet, or you can pop off the bracelet and pop on the strap. I'll show you here. Can you see that? There we go. There's a little button system. You just depress that plastic that's at the top in the center, and then those wings on the side go in, and then you can pop in. I'll tell you, the challenge is finding the right light to show this, so I will definitely be putting some photographs in here so you can get a look. But the fact that this is flies a little under the radar, right? Unlike the Hulk. People complained about the Hulk, the Rolex Hulk, when it first came out, because it's a bright green and you just can't hide that fact. But on this watch, depending on the light, it's green or it's charcoal gray. All right, guys, let's take a look at some more pictures. Here's a picture of me and Mr. Cartier Santos, green, large with the date, at the AD, where I picked it up just this afternoon, just actually about an hour or two ago. Thanks to my sales associate, my excellent sales associate, Linus, over at CD Peacock in Schaumburg, Illinois, in Woodfield. I had told her that I wanted one of these. She told me it'd be a pretty hard get because they hadn't even seen one. But this week, they got two. She called me for this one, and at least at the time of this videoing, they also had the medium size of the green dial, also brand spanking new. That one does not have a date. It is slightly smaller than this version, slightly less expensive. And this one is around $7,500, and that one is around $7,000, the medium. And if you're interested for any reason, go ahead and call my good friend Linus over there at CD Peacock, Schaumburg, Illinois, and tell her I sent you, see if that watch is still available. One of the best aspects of this watch is just the craftsmanship and attention to detail. These beveled edges are just beautiful. Even the distortion from the curved sapphire glass, it's all just fascinating to me. I think I could just stare at this watch endlessly. So I really love the details and the interplay of light on these various levels and angles of architecture. There is a downside. This puppy is an absolute smudge and scratch magnet. So if you're gonna wear one of these, you've either gotta absolutely baby it, or just get used to the fact that, it's gonna need to go in for service at some point or another, and they'll clean it up for you and just enjoy it, which is what I intend to do with this one. If you try and dry this off with something as soft as double ply, very nice toilet paper, I think you're gonna scratch it. I would use microfiber. And you know how they tell you to clean your watches with a toothbrush? Oh my God, even a soft bristle toothbrush? Don't do it. Don't listen. You need to baby this thing, or just get used to the fact that she's going to age right along with you. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with just another couple of shots here so you can appreciate this beautiful emerald green dial in different lights and from different angles. It's not always gonna look green like that. You catch it in the right light, it will. It's kind of like a surprise. But when you catch it at the right light, there you see that beautiful green. I also wanted to show this picture for perspective. It's a sizable watch on the one hand. However, in my 7 1/4 inch wrist, I'm carrying it off very nicely. Keep watching, and we're going to switch over to another picture here in about a second, which will show a little bit better the curvature of the sapphire glass, and then some of the detail on the edges of this to the bezel leading down to the bracelet. The bracelet is a magnificent combination of matte finish with high polished screws. It's just beautiful, but you know, it's going to get marked up. There's really no way around that. Feel the steel, guys.